What's up, bitches? I'm the Comic Raider, that's Fat Stacks, and this is the Low Grades. Well, here we are back on another wonderful Friday evening.
Here we are, born to be kings. Wait,
and it's gonna be a fun one. I think we definitely got some stuff to talk about. We've been I say we as in like fans of
the royal we or
of entertainment.
Fandom. Oh, sure, fandom. Okay, I got you now. Yeah, there's
fans of entertainment, and whether it be Star Wars, whether it be Daredevil, just The Boys. I mean, we got so much going on right now.
Meanwhile, there's wrestling news too, and even though that's not good news, but I mean, yeah.
Oh, I don't even know. Hit me with it. What when you say news?
Oh, well, I mean, there's been over the past week and a half, 2 weeks, there's been a bunch of cuts over at WWE. It's because TKO is in their post WrestleMania cost savings mode. They're cutting. They cut a ton of talent. They're going to a bunch of their talent and asking them to take up to 50% pay cuts off their salary to stay around. And meanwhile, they announced 400% or 300% pay increase for Nick Khan, their CEO.
Wow.
I always love when things hit like that. You know, it's like, oh, guys, we got, by the way, we're reporting record profits, but times are tough. I need you guys to take some cuts and let some people go. And we know we signed these contracts, but, those are only for you guys, not for us. And, oh, by the way, we'll take an extra 300% now. Thanks.
Wow. Yeah, I saw that like these tag teamers left.
The New Day that have been around for a long time. Yeah. They're big in the gaming segment. Now they're like realizing, rumors are that they're trying to get Xavier Woods, one of them, back because they want to use him not necessarily as a wrestler, but to continue to host a lot of the gaming stuff that he does for cross platform pollination, because they get a lot of, because they know that the video game industry knows there's a lot of wrestlers that are wrestling fans that also do video games. So you have, especially at the big events like WrestleMania, we saw the last couple of years, part of the TKO, the parent company's money grab situation is that they will go and not only put advertising everywhere, but they'll have wrestlers change their ring attire to specifically wear costumes inspired by a particular video game or something, which is absolutely crazy.
Okay.
Hey, Nate in the loop, welcome. Yeah. We do a mix of pop culture stuff here on this particular show.
Pretty much. Yeah, pop culture, our everyday boring monotonous
guy banter. Yeah. Oh, what's going on with us individually? Yeah. Make fun of each other. Let's talk about some pop culture stuff. Whether it be comics, whether it's movies, TV, video games, you'll get it all.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, we definitely have a little bit of all of it today.
It's like UHF.
UHF.
All right. There was a Weird Al movie called UHF. It was based on the concept that television channel TV stations were broadcast back in the day on Zombie Joe's here. He'll know now. VHF channels, which were channels like 2 through 14, and you had your UHF channels, or 2 through 12. UHF, which was 13 on up. And so you had two different knobs, different antennas, everything else. The UHF channels tended to be independent local stations, and those stations would carry all kinds of schlock stuff, variety of things, reruns, televised, whatever. And so in the Weird Al video, when he buys movie, he buys a UHF television station, and one of their things is, this theme song is like, we've got it all here on UHF, because they've got just everything in the world. It's kind of, anyways, that was a long-winded explanation for a joke that didn't land with the young one. Where's your dad? He knows my references.
Part of the low grades, the beauty of the low grades here. No, I appreciate learning about all that stuff. Okay, well, let's all address this. So we used to like to say that we were the least comic book show that you'll find. Will you see Marvel comics at some point on this show? Most likely. Rob will most likely have some to show you. But do we talk about them in the sense of like, oh, this is what I read this week and this is the story, blah, blah, blah? Not necessarily.
We will talk about Daredevil TV show this week.
But we are definitely going to talk about Daredevil. And I mean, Star Wars is technically Marvel now, right? Kind of. So, I mean, we'll definitely talk about that too. But
it's most of the Star Wars comics are under Marvel label. Yes.
Yeah.
As both Marvel and them are owned by Disney.
Yep. But that'll be fun. So
all hail the glorious mouse, the mouse that runs the house. Sorry.
The mouse. So again, for those who maybe are just tuning in, I'm James the Comic Raider. That's Rob, aka Rob's Fat Stacks. We are missing Robert today. He goes by Comics on the Edge. He is at some edging show, I think, some hardcore, softcore.
He's there for some softcore edging.
Yeah. Something like that, I think he said. And so whatever. We're running this bitch without him. And we'll have some fun. So
we're not just low grades tonight. We're extra low grades.
That's true. But you will probably be marked safe from seeing any Adam Hughes books this week. So I mean, you got that going.
I've got none. No Adam Hughes.
Me neither. So there's that.
Unless somebody jumps on later, yeah.
But let's go ahead and start as we usually do with just getting into our week and how we've been and everything. So, Rob, I will start with you. And what's been going on, man?
Man, work is just. I got people on vacation, so covering for people, and we got big pushes to drive automation and whatnot. So I've just been working. The last couple of days have been like every weird customer in the world has come with wanting to renegotiate contracts or want ridiculous legal asks that have caused me to be like, yesterday, I think I worked I was 7.5 hours before I even took a break. And then today was pretty damn close to it as well. But although, I mean, it's just a bunch of crazy stuff. But the good news is that the roof, as I was getting the roof done on the house, the roof is on the house. The building passed the final inspection. The solar panels got reinstalled. The gutters are up. So now we're basically down to, before they finish and they get their final payment, they've got 2 rafter tails that they need to finish fixing. And then it's good and done, and I don't have to touch my roof for 50 freaking years, which means never, because I will be dead.
Wow, all right. How have they been still showing up at the inappropriate time?
Oh, it's even weirder. So here's the deal, and this is the one thing I told them. So they can't get a 5-star rating from me. It's not going to be possible. So you had the first day, right? They say, oh, we're going to try to show up on the Saturday at 8. And they didn't show up on the Saturday. So then they show up on the Monday. So I'm expecting, we're going to be there Monday. So I expect 8 because that's what they said. That's what time they open. And 7 a.m. they were there with no habla inglés. And then the next day, they said they promised me, the next day, no, nobody will be there before 8. So the next day at 7 a.m. when the delivery truck showed up, and then that was fun. And then it was okay. Then it was no show. Then no show. We're waiting for. What's going on? When are you guys coming out again? Oh, well, we're waiting on the inspector. Okay, well, communicate that to me. I'm sitting around home waiting for you. And then, finally the other day he called me. He goes, "Oh, hey, so we're going to be on site between 8 and 10 in the morning tomorrow." He even texted me late at night. He's all, "Sorry to text you so late at night." It was like 11 o'clock at night. He's all, "But I got word from my foreman. We're going to be on site tomorrow between 8 and 10. Okay. Nope. Didn't show up. So then they showed up at 3:30 in the evening that day. I'm like, wow. When he knocked on the door at 3:30, I'm like, I thought you guys were supposed to be here between 8 and 10 in the morning. He's all, I don't know anything about that. Whatever. And then I don't know. Then there was another incident. Then there's another day. So it's just been really weird. It's like the jobs get done. The guys are all good. They seem to be doing a great job. This guy that was here the other day, he was being very friendly when I was I really like the rain gutter to go over here. I'm doing like little annoying shit to them that's keeping them from going home because it was like at 7 o'clock at night. But he's being, "Oh no worries, we'll take care of it." Yeah, no worry. So they're cool. I like them and everything. It's just this one little minor piece of the thing, their communication of setting the expectations and then following through and delivering on communicated expectations. At least from the project manager, leave a lot to be desired. Now, the sales guy back in the office, he's been great. When I reach out to him because I can't get a hold of the project manager, he steps up, gets everything taken care of right away. So, yeah, whatever.
Well,
but hey, it's almost done.
Yeah.
At least I know I hold the leverage because I still owe them about $8,000 that hasn't been paid to them because they're not done yet and they haven't submitted the bill, and then they're not going to walk away when they still owe me $8,000 or when I still owe them $8,000. So, how about you, James? What's been going on with you? Any new kids?
Any new kids? No, no. It's been cool. Let's see. We got Grayson, my middle boy. He's finishing up this season of baseball. They we thought had their last game. It was the last one on the schedule. And he actually did really, really good. It was pretty awesome. And then his coach said, we got one more game, actually, guys. We're making the playoffs. So we have a
playoffs.
Yeah, that, and we all.
How'd that happen? Exactly. I thought wait a second.
Listen. He sent us the apparently
everybody makes the playoffs?
Apparently, yes. Someone has been keeping score. Because he sent us our record and the scores, and he said, "This is how we did this year: 0-11,
0-11, and made the playoffs." Yes, God damn it! No wonder everybody. Oh, this is America. We're doomed.
Now, listen. We could pull off the greatest upset ever.
Wow. What did we be the champions? All of a sudden the kids go on a tear and become the freaking champions of the league.
Oh my god.
That'll be the last year that they do a fucking offer in the playoffs after that.
Oh man. Yeah. So we have one more game on Monday, which is a playoff game for our 0-11 team. These are like 5-year-old kids for anyone who hasn't been.
So did you go find a ringer somewhere? So a midget that's been playing in AAA.
Yeah, seriously, we got a designated hitter. Oh man, yeah. So that was funny. One of the parents even said,
"It's T-ball, right?"
No, this is a coach pitch. Coach pitch.
Oh, yeah. Coach pitch.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Nolan Ryan is going to be your new coach. Throwing some heaters. Let's go, kids. Let's see what you can do now, huh?
Oh man, yeah. So one of the parents even responded, was like, "Playoffs?" ? Okay, but yeah. So we got one more, but so that was this week. And then work's just been pretty slow. School wise.
Wait a second. You say you only have one more. You're just assuming your kid's going to lose?
Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase this.
At least one more game.
We have at least one more game. The 0-11 team is about to make history, and they will continue on. And so school wise, kind of good and bad. Well, sad and then a good part for me. But we'll start with the sad first. I'm in a programming class. It's like the last programming class. It's very difficult for me. I do not understand programming and coding. It's
Which
something
language?
Really, C++.
Okay.
And something I really struggle with. And I've already taken this class before. And so I was, cruising by with my failing grade, and I was mentally prepared to have to take this shit again. And towards the end of the year there, the professor was like canceling the class, and then he ended up getting like a substitute at one point. And he shared with us that his wife he's an older man. He was retiring at the end of this semester anyways. And he was sharing with us that his wife was in the hospital. And so that's why he's been canceling a lot of class and everything. And then at the end of the week, he told us that his wife passed away last week.
Oh, no.
And so he sent us a message over the weekend saying, I know grades are late. I apologize. I know some of you are, waiting on them to, start your transfer paperwork, yada, yada, yada. And so he said, this is what's going on. My wife passed away. And so I took a couple of days and, I'll grade all your guys' stuff. Well, in the meantime, just with everything that was going on, he had already said, like, I'm canceling the final. We were supposed to have a group final project, but because he hadn't been to class, he wasn't able to explain it and or assign groups. So he canceled that. He opened up all the assignments and we're like, you guys can retake assignments for a better grade. And so I kind of was like, I have an opportunity here to pass this damn class the easy way with no 2 finals missing. And I need to make this happen. And so I was staying up late last week and, finishing up a bunch of assignments with the help of AI. And
quad code for the
win. And so I got my grade back on this past weekend, and I passed with a C thanks to AI. And so
computers can't even program.
So it was to go from an F to a C in a matter of a week is pretty damn good for me. But yeah, very unfortunate situation, but I do pass, and that is like one of the last classes that I need. So now I got to figure out what the hell is next, because I don't really know. I wasn't anticipating on passing this class, so I didn't prepare for next semester.
and you have to plan for the fact that you can never apply for anything where you're required to actually use that code.
God no. So yeah, and
it's all right. I'll tell you this. When I was in university, I learned Fortran 77, and I never coded a lick in Fortran 77. And I couldn't code a line of Fortran if you put a gun to my head.
I can't code now. Yeah, it's I think AI is kind of running the show anyways most of the time now. But yeah, so that was cool. So I am glad to be on break. And other than that, let's see, my hobby stuff. Had another round of Magic this week with the Unfuckables group, and
I'm so glad you embraced that.
Huh? Embracing it.
Glad that you've embraced
it. I told them. I told them.
You told them all. Hey guys, guess what?
And then
they're all going, dude, what's wrong with you?
And then back on video games. Played a little bit of Elden Ring again last night. So back on video games now that I don't have to worry about school. So that was nice. And
damn, I did it. This week I did it. I forgot. I actually busted out. I had a little bit of time. I logged in and to the old Star Wars MMO and ran around and blew some shit up and bit for a bit. And then when I logged out, my wife saw that because she still plays. She saw that my character log out from the server. She's like, "What? I didn't even know you were on."
Nice. You gonna make it a thing now or what?
Fucking ninja. I don't know. Well, maybe I'll probably log in just enough to over the next week or couple of weeks to get caught up on the story, because the storyline aspect of the game. But I won't do a ton of stuff in it. I'm past all that. I don't care to run around and do bang my head against a wall trying to pass some dungeon or something. It's not
Yeah.
it's not my thing. So I spend too much time with all you guys now.
Yeah, I get that. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I think I guess that's about it. I mean, other stuff I did kind of segues us into the next area. So first, before all that, we're going to go ahead and say what's up to our chat here. So we have Rob's Fat Stack says, we can do it. We can do it all night long. And we also have the host. That would be me. Dropping the link. It's up there. If you want to click it, go for it. We addressed this already, but we had Nate here. What is going on? We also have the Troll Lord says, good evening, guys. Good evening, Troll Lord. Let's see. We addressed that. We had, Zombie Joe stopping in. Thanks, buddy. Knockin' Fudge says, what's your go-to chili dog, corn dog, chili cheese fries? I'm assuming you're asking because you see this glorious Wiener Schnitzel hat with the Wiener Schnitzel noose hanging behind me. I mean, look, ever since I started going down to Southern California, my boys down there have blessed me with trying out some new places. So thanks to JD, I've discovered a place called Cronies down there, which is absolutely amazing chili dog and chili cheese fries.
I thought I was going to. Are you going to get to his answering his question as opposed to talking about a freaking place? Because he didn't ask you where's your favorite place to get a hot dog.
Yeah, it is. What's your go-to? Oh, he means of the three.
Chili dog, corn dog, or chili cheese fries. Yeah, he didn't care. He didn't ask you about where to go.
It's a chili cheese dog. I do not get just chili dog. So it is a chili cheese dog is going to be my answer to that question for sure. The fries, if I'm going to get a corn dog, I mean, corn dogs are all right.
Let's be honest. When it comes to chili cheese fries, I mean, it depends on where you eat this.
Yeah.
If you're eating while driving, you're already taking your life into your own hand with a chili dog. But chili cheese fries, motherfucker, that shit, your car is just gonna be destroyed.
And for me, my stomach as well. But yeah, so.
And I think that's for me. Like if I go to Wiener Schnitzel, when I would go there, I'm usually going on my way someplace else, so I'm eating in my car. So I really stick to the very simple, and that was for the longest time it was just corn dogs, because whatever. But more and more, it's just give me the mustard dog. That's all. That's my go-to, anyways. Is a mustard dog. That's all I need.
I'm the chili cheese dog.
A couple of them, not just.
Oh one. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think anybody assumed that we were talking about just one in the first place.
May I have just one hot dog, please?
They're like, yeah, Rob, we got
this. This physique doesn't come from eating one hot dog.
You hear? They're like, hey, it's Rob. He's ordering one dog again. Okay, just so we all know.
Great. He's gonna go. He's gonna exit and go right back around and get back in line then, so he can 4 times said he ordered one dog.
That sounds like participation play. Oh, absolutely. That's going back to the baseball for sure. We have Glenn here as well. What is up, Glenn? He says, I barely by the skin of my teeth graduated high school while both of my kids have their BA from college. Hey, kudos to you for both graduating and making sure that your kids were better off than you. You know, that's the goal, right? Have them be better set. So yeah,
I both of my kids will have graduated university. I didn't. I dropped out when they closed the pub on campus. Yeah, we used to have a pub on campus, and then they closed it. And I was like, "Fuck this shit! I'm out of here."
Attendance rates just plummeted.
Right? Why go to school if you can't drink? And but here's the deal. I got a house. I got a wife. I got the paycheck.
Yeah.
So where's your degree now, bitches? Oh, they're just starting out. Okay, that's a good excuse. Right. One of them hasn't even graduated yet. Technically, it doesn't graduate for another 3 weeks. But
no, man. Robert ? He's at the softcore show. Remember?
He's having softcore edging.
He'll be back next week to tell us all about that glorious show.
In his mind.
Yeah.
Or he could end up back in the hospital for all we know with an
That's true.
With another growth on his head.
It's almost like, you get sweaty at those shows and there's a lot of bacteria. Or he ends up coming back with the hantavirus. That thing. Damn cruise ship over there. Keep that shit away from us.
Wash that hat, kid.
All right. So some other things that it's always nice. I always forget that with one less person, that's like one less week to talk about. Everything moves so much faster.
Right.
So with that soft corn, that's right, Rob. You have the big three. Yeah. So this week I was able to finish up a couple of shows. So while we don't have a show theme, I'm gonna tie this all together with shows/movies and play this little guy right here. All right, so let's spend some time here in this segment of the show, if you will. So there's a lot of things to watch right now, but I have only caught up on 2 of them. I'm not watching The Boys just yet. I usually wait for the season to finish, and then I kind of just binge watch the whole thing. Has been my go-to for that show, so I will continue to wait on that one. But Daredevil has been something that I have been locked in on a weekly basis. So let's go ahead and start with that one. I will go ahead and preface my thoughts here by explaining to everyone 2 things to know about me. Number 1, I am a big Daredevil fan, so I'm going to have a bit of bias going in already. Number 2, I am easy to please in many ways, but when it comes to shows, I just enjoy movies. I don't tend to nitpick them too much unless it's a god-awful dog shit movie, then I'll hate it. But other than that, I kind of just find a way to just enjoy stuff. So I have thoroughly enjoyed this season of Daredevil, and I have loved. Now I do, it ain't perfect, okay, but I have enjoyed the story, the overall story that they have told throughout this season. I have enjoyed the cinematography. I thought that that has just been something that, whether it be scenes or whether it be just specific shots and the way in which they do it, I thought have been very well done, very intentional. Do I remember any of them right now in the moment? No, but when I'm watching it, I'm like, that shot was cool. I love that. I thought acting-wise has been awesome from many, many, many of the characters. The fact... Oh, I'm also... Okay. This is going to have minor spoilers here, okay? Because I'm not going to wait until next week and then talk about it when now it's already, who cares about the show a week after. So, little bit of spoilers, but I'll try to keep it spoiler-free. But the fact that I have enjoyed so many of the minor characters in this series, all of Fisk's people, has been really, really cool to me. And again, just the acting from all of them, man. Gandolfini, Daniel in the show, his character was great. Buck has been so cool to me. And one of the gripes that I had, I actually ended up kind of reversing my opinion on it. I thought early on, and I may even have said it here on the show, that Karen and Matt's their just vibe was off, and it just wasn't. I wasn't getting that same level of chemistry that I have in the past. And then by the end of the season, I'm like, that was intentional. They were everything that they have been going through, everything that they were thinking 2 different ways. They weren't on the same page. They wanted things to go differently. I think that was, again, intentional for them to have that. And by the end, it definitely felt more natural for the two of them. And so I think that was done intentionally, and I thought that was great. I mean, dude, the whole courtroom scene in this last episode, man, that Charlie Cox just acting his ass off. Wilson Fisk going full on Kingpin mode. I thought that was kind of, I don't know. On one hand, I'm like, that was cool to see. It was very violent. It was very awesome. On the other hand, it was like, goddamn, he's. Did you watch it, Rob?
I did.
Okay, yeah. He like, I mean, he was super powered, you know.
Well, they've portrayed him throughout the MCU here as being on a level beyond what he is. But I mean, but the whole thing with Kingpin is he's not fat, right? If you look in the Marvel stuff, he's not fat. That's all muscle.
Right.
It's just that he's like beyond peak human conditioning and a student of sumo and all these other, types of combat and stuff, and to be where he's at. But, I'm with you. I mean, I thought the choreography throughout the thing has been great. Some of the show, there's ebb and flow to it. That's fine. I see Nucking Futz talking about political commentary. I think it's easy to read that into it, but if you think about for a second, some of these shows, first of all, fiction should oftentimes draw parallels from reality, but some of these things have been in process of being written long before we get to the certain states of where we're at. But yes, it's very easy to draw parallels potentially, especially depending upon and whether or not you're in favor of those parallels or not, depending upon where you want to fall in the spectrum. And we're not going to get into that part of it, but it's easy to draw parallels of having a person with questionable whether they should be in political office, being taken over the office, then making it about trying to make themselves rich and wealthy, and making the police force their own private group to control the masses. And then here we go at the end, essentially, despite everything that he does, he gets to walk away, including that final scene, the final end where he just starts going knockers and potentially killing people. He's essentially gets to go just walk without any prosecution. Meanwhile, everybody else essentially gets who resisted him gets to go to jail.
But then there's that great parallel there of he's free. He's on this beach, but he's alone, and he's got nothing, right?
He was on his own island.
Yeah.
Look, if you want to read into things, you can read in and make connections that probably aren't meant to be there and stuff. And great. And if you do, sometimes I say, if you do you make those connections and things were written at their own time independently of them, then great for you for being able to make connections and see hopefully see that the way that you want to see it. They go, or maybe you say it's bad. You're never going to get. I know there's a lot of people who right now there's such a belief that media is trying to. I mean, media will always try to is going to give you a narrative. That's always that's art. Art has always been, whether it's a picture, whether it's poetry, whether it's songs, musicals, everything is there to portray feelings and emotions and make connections to things, and then so oftentimes to make those parallels to what's going on in society, sometimes just to make it easier for people to process and talk about things, and sometimes because the artist wants to share their message and wants to try to get their point of view across. That and it's you as the consumer to decide whether you're going to whether you want to consume that or not. But I don't think that right. And most of the time, I don't think that fiction, the concept of saying that fiction should shy away from those conversations is a bad thing.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And then also, going back to the parallels of Kingpin and how it ends there, you have that, and then you also have Matt being put away, and yet he's happy and content because he got his girl free. He got Fisk away, at least,
The city
for
is safe and
now.
quiet.
Right, yeah. He's
That
out of
that
the
was his
city.
right. He
And
had been away from being Daredevil at the start of this because
mhm,
things were supposed calm down, but then things escalated, so he had to escalate to get
yeah,
back in there in his mind. And then now they essentially, it was all about, at the end he says, just take the deal. He didn't care that whether or not he got punished or not, or
right, right.
saw justice done. He just wanted the people of the city to be able to have some peace.
Yeah,
Let's not have this war going on amongst the people picking sides.
yeah.
Let's just calm down and come together and be fucking citizens together,
And
and not be again he versus me type thing.
yeah.
There's a parallel we should draw.
And going back to that deal, again, I don't nitpick to this level to where I'm like, blah blah. He shouldn't have been exiled away. Like, look, rich and powerful people get treated differently, and he got sent away, and he didn't have to go to prison. Also, they sent him to prison before. Look how that turned out. Anyways, the fact that like that deal was made prior to him murdering 30 people in the hallway,
And it stuck. Right.
The attorney general was like, wait, he did what after my deal? Hold on.
Right. I mean, God, there are some people that the people in that hallway, left lane in that hallway, that is the untold story here that I want to see in season 3.
Oh,
Is I
man.
want to see the aftermath. I mean, forget
Yeah.
rebuilding the city. I want to see rebuilding the people.
Oh my God.
Those people that are lined up to sue the city because the mayor attacked them.
Yes. That was so good. But yeah, man, it was. I
And
really.
the mayor threw the first punch.
He
The
did.
mayor opened the door and
It's
said,
a
"Oh,
boo.
hello,
Boo.
boom, yeah, boo, whatever." It started going off on him. So it wasn't like the people attacked him and he
Oh
was
my
defending
God.
himself.
Yeah. But that was cool. And honestly, it was just cool to see different storylines woven through. And again, Daredevil and Matt have been in prison before, and all that kind of stuff. But also, like, seeing everyone in the Daredevil mask and everything, and that whole, like,
It was
was
very
like,
V for Vendetta.
it was I was also thinking, like, the Chip Zdarsky run definitely handles all that with all these people wearing the Daredevil mask and everything. And
I just all I saw was V for Vendetta there. I was like, oh, them all lining up together, pulling out the masks, putting them.
yeah,
Oh, okay, I know where this is going.
yeah. But it was cool. It was like, as I was trying to tell my wife, it was like, it felt as, maybe not as epic, but it felt kind of as big as like a street level big ensemble big thing could. It had some weight to it, and there was just this mass army of people all fighting this giant who's destroying them all. And it was just, but yet it wasn't aliens and this and that. It was still street level, which brings me to the point of the whole some other Netflix characters coming in. You have the return of many characters, but also like just the Daredevil, Maroney the cop, and then what's his name, the guy who's running the bulletin. Like, seeing them finally come back was cool. And then of course, dude, Luke Cage and stuff like that, and I really liked Bullseye in this as well. I don't think I've mentioned him yet, but oh man, I mean, it was just, I really, really, really enjoyed it. I think the guy he slammed on the wall only had minor issues afterwards. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there was so many moments of him fighting where I was just like, what the wow.
Well, they definitely set up an interesting thing for season 3, right? Because obviously you've set up everything from Muse to Jessica and Luke to potentially whatever. Who knows what Bullseye's goes off. Obviously
Thunderbolts, I know, is what everyone's hoping for, right? Like a real Thunderbolts type situation there. We got Brian. What up, dude? Super sorry to disappoint you. I'll be at LodiCon this weekend.
It's all right. Oh, I don't know that hardly anybody's going to be at Oakland Con other than me. It seems like I've seen multiple artists back out.
Now. I was just going to say I saw a big name just back out.
Well, John Jang backed out. Jang backed out. Then I saw Joseph, who's a guy I've had commissions done. He's done stuff for C3. He just announced that he's not going to be there. I saw the floor plan, and it's not that big. There's not that many vendor booths, but I'll still be there Sunday. It's got to be better than Fandom Con.
That's true. That's true.
Can't be any worse.
What up, dude?
Of course, we say that about this show, and here we are.
They shot it so well to make him look 10 times the size he actually is in real life. Yeah. I think the way, like I said, for me, just the cinematography, like as a whole from this season, I've really enjoyed.
The fight choreography. Yeah. More specifically was really, really good.
Well, like just the shot of when they're coming up the stairs and they flip the camera top down to show all that red converging on the white, and just like stuff like that was just like, oh, so good. But yeah, really, really, really enjoyed it, and now we gotta wait. Although I assume that they're doing it on Tuesday, but we should have our Punisher now, right? The Punisher special. So I'll be, we'll see how that goes. We'll see. Let me change this caption here because we're gonna. Oh, actually, I could just edit
switch to mall.
Yes, sir. I knew that I had to. I watched like the first episode and then that was it. But I knew.
Oh wow!
Friday, I gotta be up on. game.
What would be a good omnibus or trade paperback you would recommend?
Oh, is that a thing here?
Yeah, it's a comment.
What up, Christopher? What would be a good omnibus trade? Oh my gosh. Okay. Are we talking Daredevil in particular? If we're talking Daredevil, there's no way I can pick just one. That man has had incredible run. I guess I would say start with Frank Miller, right? Just classic.
Man Without Fear.
And then but I mean all of it, dude. The Brubaker Bendis, like there's definitely vibes of that in this series. Mark Waid's run, Chip Zdarsky's run. I mean, there's so many good ones. Batman and Robin, or no, I'm sorry. Well, Batman and Robin is good too, but Super Sons. I found Super Sons to be such an awesome fucking series, and that would be definitely a recommendation from me, whether that's omnibus or trade. It doesn't even matter. But Super Sons, such a great run. Oh my gosh. I mean, there's a lot. You looking for something? You got something cool to show us? Let me see. Hold on. While you do that, Glenn says apparently Punisher one-shot jumps from past to present. Maybe a Peter Parker appearance. Me thinks yes.
Yeah, I will say. I don't have anything against Daredevil.
What up?
Because I don't read Daredevil. Not that I have anything against Daredevil. I think he's highly underrepresented. But just got to crank it out. Finally, I got around to do a power bomb. Phenomenal. Mm-hmm. If you like wrestling, if you don't like wrestling at all, or don't watch wrestling at all ever, then you probably go, pass, and that's fair. Eric, Volume 1 from our own community member. This is great fun there. Of course, my book of the year last year, The Pinacocalypse. Just rockabilly, space sci-fi, freaking lesbian fun. And my current one I'm picking up and reading. I love these DC compacts. Pick up. What can you do for $9? Picking up V for Vendetta. I'm giving it some read there. So going back, good stuff there.
Yeah, that gave me a chance to think of a few. I got I can't believe I didn't mention this. Nightwing. We talked about this back when I read it, and I know that I'm so late on the train on that, but when I got that new Nightwing omnibus, I read that shit in a day, like one day, one sitting. It was phenomenal to me. I also, trade paperback sitting over here. You should see right about, where the fuck is my finger at? Oh, there it is. Right about there. Detective Comics Black Mirror. If you like more of the Detective Comics aspect, always loved that one. That one gets its notoriety for the whole 880 cover and the jock and all that, but like story wise, awesome. If you like horror stuff, I haven't read it in a few years, but Nailbiter at the time that I was reading it was like one of my favorite things I'd ever read. A town that breeds a bunch of serial killers, and a woman goes to like check out like why that is, and then it just unravels this whole mystery and everything. So, I always like that kind of stuff too. But yeah, I mean there is so many. Oh, that's Maul. Okay, I promise we're gonna get back to Maul. You shoot Punisher 8 times, he'll still fuck you up. Yes, he will. Peter Parker will never be in a Disney Plus show. The contracts with Sony won't ever allow it. Oh, well, there you go. Brian with the
That's probably true.
Let me down gently right there. Casino Comics. What up? Okay, so Maul, Rob, I'll let you take over this one, and then I'll just throw in my little inputs. But Maul Shadow Lord, season 1.
It's solid. It's look, it's not fantastical, mind-boggling great story. It's no Andor season 2, but it's an animated show, and it tells a fair story. It's filling in some timeline gaps. It's a character that's fun. There's nothing I could say that's really negative about it. It's just a good, fun watch from a Star Wars perspective. You're not going to be upset about it. There's no political preaching, or even, I guess maybe you could, if you try hard enough, maybe you can say, you could read into it there's some grooming going on, but I mean, that's about as close as you could do. But the dark side has always been grooming younglings, or both the Jedi and the Sith have always been grooming young kids to join their ranks and hang out one-on-one with old men. I don't know what's going on with those guys, actually. Maybe we should cut Star Wars out completely. But it was fun. I mean, because what we're doing is we're getting Maul back, and we're leading up to essentially where we're connecting in the timeline is we're post Order 66. We're post Revenge of the Sith, but we're before A New Hope. We're before Rogue One. Matter of fact, we're before the Han Solo story. Because where we're setting ourselves up here, we get to that point where the end of this, he's being taken off the planet he's at with the Crimson Dawn. So that's where that's kind of going. But we get our meeting of Maul versus Darth Vader, and just again, it's like, Maul is no pushover. As far as, he's a classically trained Jedi. He's not some old man. He's not a young kid who never got to complete their training or any of this other stuff. But he really quickly realizes that Vader is something different, and it shows. And Vader, the way that they've done him, I've loved what they've been doing with him, both in Rogue One and some of the stuff where we're introducing him and using those horror tropes with him. He's coming out of the dark into from smoke room. The way he's just constantly moving forward slowly, and he's never in a rush to get anywhere. People are running away from him, yet every time they turn around, there he is. That stuff was so great in this run here.
Hey, we said with spoilers, all right? So and it was in the comments here. I'm gonna talk about it too. It's one of those things where if we don't discuss it now, come next week, no one's gonna care, and everyone else will have already discussed it. So I have what I think is probably not a unique experience, but my
I'm sorry, real quick. I'm curious to see what Nucking Futz thinks. I said it was a spoiler. I mean, if we know where we're at in the timeline, so the reality of the situation is, where you've seen other stuff that happens after this. So realistically, in this entire show, Maul gets out of the show. He's not going to die. Vader's not going to die. We even know that both of these two, the two, whatever they call it, the seventh brother and the whatever they have, and Merrick or whatever. We know that they show, both of them show up again later on in stuff that we have. So, what am I spoiling? It's just we're just filling in story in between
what we've already seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, fair enough. So for me, my experience with Star Wars is really only having watched the movies. Now in the last couple of years that's changed a bit. I've watched Mandalorian, I've watched Andor, I've watched all the live action shows and stuff. But I didn't watch all the animated shows, and I know that people say that's some of the best shit, and I'm getting there when I have time. But so for me, this was the first animated thing that I maybe have watched in ever. I don't know, but so I've always really liked Maul though, and so I really enjoyed this. I thought that I liked the look of it, that artwork and stuff was pretty dope. And but yeah, you get to the end there, and the spoiler alert that with Vader again, like you said, that initial him appearing with the hearing shit in the background, and then what she said, someone's here, and then she gets drug into the freaking fog, and then you have that the fog effect, and then the red lighting up, and just I think I would think maybe Rogue One is definitely one of your earlier times that they do it, but that appearing, right? That appearing, and now it's a thing that they have to do. They got to make these things epic.
There's been a look, if you take away before, and this may be some of the best stuff one of the best things that Disney has done has been filling in some of these blanks about showing us more content with Vader. Because before Disney acquired Star Wars, right? We take away Rogue One, we take away the Kenobi show, we take away this stuff. What we had with Vader was an old man who who was able to kill Obi-Wan Kenobi when Obi-Wan Kenobi just lowered his lightsaber. He was able to take the hand off his own son, who didn't know how to, who hadn't been trained realistically. And that's about it. That's what we saw of him. And in the early movies, we saw him kill a bunch of young kids. So Vader being this ultra scary force of everything, that was nothing that we had really seen on screen. There had been stuff in books, there had been stuff in comics. So we finally, thanks to Rogue One, when we get that appearance, that's people finally saw the Vader they wanted to see. Then we got to see some of that in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, and with just again this, then you get it here again. So it's good. Yeah.
He's been a character that he's got his lane now, right? And they are just following this lane, and they are making sure that they live up to the hype of who he is, and being consistent with it. Since watching the movies, I went back and I read the Darth Vader comic book series, and I have the omnibus for it, and I thought he was just as fucking badass in those, right? And
to put it into comic book or the comic superhero side, he's freaking Omega level.
Yeah. Yes. And so you get it in there, and then one that we haven't mentioned yet, video game wise. In the what the fuck is the game? The Jedi Survivors. Dude, he's crazy in that. In the second one here, the level when he appears, I don't think that you can beat it. He's supposed to like just beat the shit out of your character, and
he does.
And you're just like, dude, he is just an unstoppable force. And then I get to see this show and I see that moment and I'm like, yeah, man. I mean, I love the different moments because there's him just so fucking casually while they're all three of them trying to
3 people at once, and he's
got a hand down. One of his hands down, and he's just hitting them with
because he's all because the thing is we have to remember, right? Because that's his what Darth Vader's fighting style is different than Anakin's fighting style, and that's out of a necessity in that he can't in his suit and everything else with his robotic limbs and everything else, he can't move like he could before. He can't even raise his arms above his head. That's a weakness in him, but fortunately for him, he's like a billion miles tall. He's like you, James. No one can pat you on the top of your head, so it's okay that you can't lift your hands above your head, right?
So they do that with the effortless, and then at the same time, though, I mean, my God, he pulled a me playing video games, and he spammed this, I think, like 20 times in a row, and he's just like beating her down with the strength, and you're just like, oh my gosh, dude. So yeah, it was really, really cool.
His epic though is still going to be the Obi-Wan show when he sits there with no saber and just does freaking force foo.
Yeah. It was great. I also liked seeing so an example of like characters I really don't really know is these Inquisitors, right? And so seeing them in the way in which they like move, I thought was really cool. It was just a nice like contrast of all these different styles, and they did a really good job with making them all like fight each other and shit.
Most of the the Inquisitors are all mostly former Jedi that turn to survive and stuff, and but they don't. Some of them aren't necessarily committed quite the same. That's why they all have these gimmick lightsabers and stuff to try to make up for the fact that they're not really true.
It is cool, though, man. That's
but they're not true dark force 100% dark force users, which is why like Maul has typically no problem with them, because he is a true classically trained dark side force user, and his ability to be able to handle them is fine. But and of course Vader don't fear none of them. Nucking Futz says he used Vader stops Maul with heavy hand. Yeah, that's kind of like the same type of thing when he does that in the Obi-Wan show, when he does that with Reeve. Good. I mean, if you haven't seen it, and you're into Star Wars, I recommend giving it a watch. I liked especially the best thing I thought about this series was the pace at which they released it. The fact that they did 2 episodes a week, and they're short episodes, was really nice, because like a 30-minute episode and that's it, you end up going I gotta wait another week, and you end up but 2 was enough that you got I got an hour of show this week, I watch it, and then you go. And if you started to feel a week behind, it was still, the episodes were short enough that you could catch back up super quick. I like half-hour shows sometimes.
It was nice. It was nice to. I think I caught up to like episode 6, and then I told my wife was like, she wanted to watch something yesterday, and I was like, well, you need to watch Maul, because that's what I'm about to watch here in a minute, because I need to finish it by today. And so she did, and so she finished. She started watching it, and she finished the whole thing. I only had to finish the last 4, but yeah, it was a binge in a day, binge in the evening, really.
That's pretty easy.
3 hours maybe total, if that. So it's like watching a movie, but yeah, it was good. I really, really, really enjoyed it. So
you watch anything else?
No, I don't think so. Trying to get rid of this ticker here. No, I do not believe that I did. Let me see. I believe some of the Inquisitors were once Jedi. Oh, dang, you just gonna copy what Rob said now? That's crazy. Kidding.
I think they all have backstories of that along those lines. Yeah.
Okay.
Although, at least the ones we know of. We don't know about Merrick, actually. So one of the two that we saw there in this thing, he doesn't really, we don't have a backstory, hasn't been established for him yet, other than that we know that, you know, he dies again when he faces Ahsoka. So we know somewhere, and there's some Night Sister magic involved in there somewhere. That part we know, but we don't know his backstory of where he came from and stuff. We don't even know who he is.
Okay. Yeah.
Some people were thinking we might have gotten a reveal during this show of that, but we didn't, which is fine. We don't need it.
Yeah.
Not everything needs to be revealed.
But no, that was fun. Yeah, no, I don't think I did watch anything else. That was pretty much it. I know I want to go see Mortal Kombat this weekend, but yeah. Did you watch anything else that we can spoil?
Last night I finally got around to watching the movie Code 3. That was lame.
Code 3?
Time I can't have back. I kept getting like little clips would come up in like my feeds on stuff that and the clips all seemed funny, so you think that the movie's going to be funny, and it turns out that nope, those clips were all that was funny in the movie. But I did go back and I finished season 1 of a show called Humans, which I'd started watching it a couple of years, like I don't know, it's probably 5 or 6 years ago, and I finally got around to sitting down and watching the first season, and I got to watch the next couple seasons. But it's very much a Isaac Asimov, iRobot type of world type thing, where robots are doing things and for people and living amongst us, and some people don't like that. And then what happens when robots develop sentience and type things, and the fears of all those things, and that type of all stuff is what's going on in that show. So if you're into like robot sci-fi,
okay, I had not heard of
there's
that.
there's so much stuff out there, you can't keep track of it all. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah.
Or you see something like that, like I saw it and we went like, oh, I want to get around to that, and then you forget about it for so long, and then finally I stumbled on it again, and I was like, oh, quick, let me sit down and watch some of this because I want to lose it again.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yes, Nuck, I know this is the second time you brought this up. I have seen this trailer. This trailer is playing basically anytime you go to the movies. If you're going to it's fucking Spielberg. Of course they're pushing the shit out of this. So yeah, it's I have seen this trailer. I am excited to watch it. I'm trying to like only watch the one trailer. I feel like I just kind of don't want to see any more. And but yeah, no, this is Spielberg's next big one with I guess we could say aliens, right? Some version of I don't even know. At one point there's a fucking UFO jumping out at you, and it looks pretty cool. And yes, I am excited to watch that movie for sure. And that'll definitely be one of those movie theater experiences for me that you got to see that in theaters for me. Anyone watch the latest episode of The Boys? So The Boys is the one thing I have not caught up on at all. I will wait till it's done. Once it is done, I will binge watch the whole thing. I've been doing my best of trying to freaking avoid spoilers on Twitter on that, but that's been a little difficult. But they've been having some dope ass horror movies coming up. Yes, sir, they have. There's a lot of good ones. All right. Anything else before we get into trailers? Anything else you watched?
For TV shows? Now we can move on from TV shows.
Okay. You said you had something.
It's movie stuff. So you gotta play your movie trailer first.
Okay, let's do the movie trailer first. So
or your movie segue clip.
I did. We're still on that. We've been on that. I combined shows and movies all together because we just did not have one for.
Got it. I wasn't paying attention. I'm hip.
You're good. I do have my tickets for Mandalorian. Nice. I do not. I think you all saw Rob buy them here live on the show a couple weeks ago.
Yes, I did.
Oh man! All right, so here let's now that we're gonna officially do trailers and shit, let's play this one more time. Boom. Then I won't spoil it. Okay, thanks. Yes, we will talk about The Boys as soon as I finish that one up. All right, what you got for us, Rob?
Pop it up.
Oh, I forgot I gotta do it.
May 13th, back in theaters. We've got, for the 40th anniversary, you can go see the young Tom Cruise, and then you can see it also that same day. You can check out the newer one. Back to back, you can get yourself a double feature of some F-14 goodness in theaters coming up here. And then the other great classic coming back to the theaters I'm excited for is this one, July 26th and 27th. We got ourselves Fathom events going around. We're going to have The Fifth Element back in theaters again. I'm pumped for this. I don't know about you.
No, yeah, those are all, I love all three of those. Those are all solid movies. That is pretty exciting.
Stop sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't see let me take this off here. The only one I ever got to see in theaters was Maverick, but I mean, yeah, those are pretty nice, pretty good, solid.
I'm also excited to see I got to figure out which day of the week I'm going to see it. The week of 4th of July, there's the event going. There's a week-long event for Young Washington. There's a couple different events going on with different historic. There's a documentary on the birth of America, but Young Washington looks really good. It's got Andy Serkis, Ben Kingsley. It's got some top-notch actors in it. It's going to be in theaters the week of like the 4th of July, kind of going over, Washington's career, his early career, especially to build him into who he was. And that's absolutely fascinating to me.
That's pretty cool. This is the crazy one. Also, thanks to his loving wife for staying in the queue for hours, he got his Star Wars Celebration tickets. That's a pretty fucking big deal, dude. Congrats.
Yeah, I heard that there's some lines for that.
Yeah, good for you. And yeah, shout out to the wife. Man, you owe her now. Well, that's dope. So speaking of like movies coming back, so I just got a thing in the mail the other day. We have a theater here called the Gallo Center in Modesto, and they do like a bunch of different theater events or stand-ups, or they'll bring like a movie back for a certain thing. And so a couple years ago, I took my wife to the Nightmare Before Christmas orchestra version of the movie. They play the movie, and then there's the full orchestra that's there too. So in a couple weeks, and I have to go. I have had a chance to already see this in theaters. Now I got to get the full orchestra experience, but they're doing Jurassic Park at the end of the month, and so I want to go check out Jurassic Park again on a big screen again, but this time with a freaking live orchestra symphony, and that's going to be pretty cool. So if you guys are I can only assume, and again, I probably shouldn't, but if it's like the same movie that kind of tours around, but maybe if you're a fan of Jurassic Park and that type of idea sounds pretty cool to you, see if you got anything in your area doing that. It's basically, you watch the movie, if you've never been to it, you watch the full movie, but a live orchestra symphony is like playing all the scores for you there. So it's like this added experience, and
it's like it was back in the old days. Before sound in the picture days. I'm actually I'm looking at, when I was looking at these things, there's a bunch of event, they take these classic movies, they show them for various anniversaries. There's some of them there's a lot of them that I can go like, who cares? But there are some that, and I know that a lot of people will go, who cares, old man? But, Citizen Kane is coming back, is going to be doing one of them. And the Maltese Falcon is going to be there, man. You as a cinema or photography student, whatnot, man, you guys, some of that stuff is like, I don't think I've seen some of those since my film classes back in the day. You know, and it's like, yeah, let's do this.
No, yeah, I should. I saw that the same probably ad that you're talking about, because they've been definitely pushing that era of like the top of the top classics, right? Of bringing those back in theaters this past year. And that's pretty cool. Yeah, no, it's
I think they're doing them because you know what, they can bring them in for like a 1 day or 2 day, a weekend or something real quick. They don't have to pay much to get them back in the theater, but they don't have to bring a lot of people in either. But if there's nothing else going on, why not?
Yeah. So yeah. I'd like a live orchestra for Alien. Jerry Goldsmith scored. That would be a cool one. Yeah, I haven't seen. Oh man, I don't think I've seen any like.
We've seen Star Wars, but
I saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If I'm going like the horror route, I haven't. Halloween's my favorite horror movie. I haven't had a chance to see like that one in theaters. But Scarface, Jurassic Park, I've seen those all come back. Be interested in watch The Godfather. That one right there. I've been dying to rewatch those, even though I just rewatched them not long ago. But all right, so now we got some other movie stuff. So let's break this up a little bit in case people need to use the restroom and stuff. We're gonna do some trailers. Then I have one article to kind of.
They have buckets. They can piss in a bucket.
Yeah, you're right. That's when I go on mute. That's what I'm doing. So first up, see what order I want to do this. I'm gonna do it in this order. So, Cape Fear. This is a movie that I know it. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. But they're redoing it, and I know that redos are very, hit or miss, and a lot of people don't like the idea of doing these. But we'll see. It's got Javier Bardem, Amy Adams, and Patrick Wilson. So there's some.
Let me ask you a question. What is your worst fear?
Max Cady was released from prison.
What does that have to do with us?
He's been locked up for 17 years for a murder he didn't do.
You were his lawyer, right?
I had a good life once, too. Are you afraid of me?
Why would I be afraid of you? Is there any way Max could know about what we did?
Speak of the devil.
We did what we thought was right.
He says hi.
Why does Max actually hate you?
Because he went to prison.
For a murder he didn't commit. Right?
I don't feel safe.
You know you're spiraling, right?
You believe Max more than your wife?
I see something eating at you. I never said a word about what happened.
After my family.
Why would I want to hurt you?
What did you do?
Don't lie to me.
I am not lying to you.
Why would I want to hurt you?
All right, well, I didn't know that was a TV show, but okay, I'm gonna have to. Well, first I'm gonna have to watch the OG and then do a comparison here. Joe says he has a jug for taking his piss. There you go, my man. Glenn says don't redo that movie. WTF? I hear you. Oh, he was not a fan. I have 0.0 interest in that show. Let's start bringing back double features, pair a classic with the modern. Oh, I like that. The Thing from Another World, and then the John Carpenter's Thing. There you go, right there. Rob, you talking about when you have to go, you watched The Long Walk. That movie was brutal. I have not watched that one yet. That laugh was creepy as fuck. Actually looks really good. I dug it too. I do want to watch the OG before I get into that show, but I dug it. I do like pretty much all those actors, so I'm down for that. Next up, we have got the actual trailer now for Evil Dead Burn. We showed off the little teaser for this, I think, 2 weeks ago. So now we have the actual trailer, and I haven't seen this trailer yet, but I'm excited for this damn movie. That's for damn show.
The second verse, same as the first.
All right, you ready?
Thank
Oh
you,
no,
Joseph.
they look sad.
That's beautiful.
He must be dead.
No. That's Will's seat. Where's the wedding ring?
Oh, Fast and Furious.
Alice, you were his wife. Why aren't you wearing it? I'm not sure.
Did you sell it?
No, of course not.
You get a good price.
I really think we should do this another time.
No, now's the best time.
Will's looking down on us from above.
From above. He's down below.
William, my sweet boy. I would give anything for us to be together again.
My grandfather believed the devil would return if anyone read from the Book of the Dead.
Cool down. The whole family can be reunited. Cheers to your perfect family.
Hell yeah, I'm in on that one for sure. I think if I'm not mistaken, that first trailer showed a crazy, kind of like how they just ended that. The first trailer for the previous movie did something similar where you thought it showed too much, but then the full scene was like way fucking worse. But yeah, Mark is not a fan here. Thanks for stopping in. Evil Dead. Camp Horror was better than serious horror on this one. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. I watched Housemaid, thought it was going to be meh, but this one I have not checked this out yet. I have not checked that out. Saw this last night, can't wait. Nice. So, as far as movie trailers go, that is it. I do want to briefly talk about this movie just because I'm going to plug a very dead...
Come on, James, find a good trailer.
I'm going to plug a dead YouTube channel here.
You're going to plug a dead?
My own. If you check out The Comic Raider, I did a review on this movie, Fall. This is it a great movie? No. But it's meant to be just for people with just that fear of heights. It's just meant to just really make you unsettled as all hell, and that first movie achieved that for me. I guess almost like an anxiety is kind of the word for it. And
James,
so they're making a second.
This was a horrible remake of The Fall Guy. It doesn't even go along with what the Fall Guy was.
The Fall Guy. Are you talking about the that other movie? Oh my god!
I'm just fucking with you.
So,
Fall 2 was a sequel to the Fall Guy, right?
Yeah,
it's just a remake.
So this one is going to be a follow-up to Fall, and it looks like the girl's like related to the sister of one of the girls in the first one, and they're going to tackle Mount Kwan in Thailand, and this is basically where they're going to be is suspended up here. And again, I'm not expecting much. This is not like you're not watching it for the story in the sense of like you're going to get this fucking epic drama. It's just to make you just unsettled, and I hope that they can achieve that again, because it definitely was for me. You know, it was just a different movie watching experience, because you don't normally watch a movie.
Fall 3 has been greenlit,
and
come on.
Oh shit! Okay, that's kind of crazy. All right, yeah, we'll see how this one goes.
So in other words, what we've learned here is that this is a movie that they realize they can make with like 3 actors and one set scene, and so it costs them like $347,000 to make. And so as long as they make $1 million at the box office on it, then they're made a ton of money.
Yeah, no, you're right. Not sure about this one. I'm afraid of heights. Forget it. I am too, dude. I can't even get on a ladder. I can't, and that's why I enjoyed the first one. And I know a lot of the people with heights, that fear of heights. You know, I've friends and stuff that like they enjoyed it for that reason. It's a, like I said, it's a different movie watching experience, because you're just so like, man, fuck this movie. I could barely even watch it. Forget this fictional crap you want to sweat. You go watch something. The Doc Free Solo. OMG crazy. Oh, so someone like free soloing climbing. I see some clips of some shit about that on my fucking Instagram enough, and it makes me pucker quite a bit. I can't even watch that stuff online, which is why I kind of enjoy the movie, because it's just unsettling. But that is all I have this week for movie news. I'm sure I missed some stuff, but that's all right. I do have original Fall Guy, Colt Seaver, $6 Million Man, Lee Majors. Come on, James. These are classic must watch.
I might fall from a tall
I should make a list. We should make a low grades classics list that I have to fucking catch up on.
The problem is having me now on the show means that list just went back.
But that does it for that. So now we're going to jump into the video games.
We lead with amazing video game news coming out of Nintendo. For people who lagged and on getting themselves their Switch 2, prices have gone from $449 to $499. Congratulations, James. I know that's got to tear you apart.
I don't think anybody had Rob stealing my video game news on their bingo card for this week's episode. That kudos to you, sir. Kudos to you. That was
I did homework.
Yeah, you did. That was definitely first on the agenda here. Yeah, I fucked up. I missed out. So and I mean, this price hike has been rumored for a while. I guess $50 is not terrible. I expect it to keep going. It's
like 12% increase.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I see these prices of these computer parts at work every day. I mean, it is RAM prices are through the roof. I mean, I have to have this conversation every time I work. Oh, hey, unfortunately, you got to replace this part. Oh, what's that cost? Oh, well, 6 months ago that shit was under $100. Now it's $300, and maybe you just want to buy a new one, and it's insane, man. PS5 Pro going up to $900, a system that's 5 years old. This is insane. Fucking AI screwed everyone. Yeah, it is definitely hurting the video game console situation here.
But for those of you that are horror fans and retro fans, I mean, you get the joy that Mina the Hollower from Yacht Club Games being released, some 8-bit inspired magic being released for only $19.99, available for Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC at the end of the month.
Okay, more shit.
Gothic 8-bit inspired adventures, yeah. And in the back room, which is back rooms rather. That's middle of the month. We get ourselves internet phenomenal here, retro horror specialist.
They got a movie too. They got a Backrooms movie. I think it's a movie instead of a show, but yeah, E-Man. I mean, yeah, I deal with this every day. And it's it's not even RAM anymore. It's storage. It's all of it, and it just so.
Come on, guys. Back in my day, we paid more than $1 a meg for RAM. So you know what? Cry me a river. If you had to pay $1 a meg today, you guys would be sad.
Oh my gosh, it's wild, man. My wife will tell me you'll spend thousands on comics, but won't buy underwear. Priorities. We all have our priorities, right? That's it. 900. Yeah. So yeah, the Switch 2. Yes, that was definitely something to talk about. That went up 50. I imagine it's gonna go up more. So I still got to get it. There's a lot of people that now are using this opportunity to promote emulators and not paying that much for that kind of stuff. But to keep it on the Switch 2 train here, it's like a 15-minute video, so we're definitely not watching that. But Nintendo did a direct on the 6th where they announced Star Fox. My understanding of this is it is a remake / upgrade of the 64 version, and there's a whole Nintendo Direct telling you all the cool shit about it, what they're adding. I think there's even like a multiplayer version, upgraded graphics, of course, and all that kind of stuff. But building off the hype here of seeing him in the Super Mario movie, and so that'll be cool. I do think that Nintendo still needs to release a big game that is not a remake for this console in order to really push it, but it is what it is. I'll buy Rob's Atari 2600 for $300 with all games. Deal? No deal. No deal. I do have one video game trailer, and then we will end this and get into pickups. But I am very excited for this game, and this is going to be this is the official launch trailer for it, and this is going to be
Hand over the purse and the pearls.
If you make yourself more than just a man, if you devote yourself to an idea, then you become something else entirely. And that is a legend, Mr. Wayne. Would you mind if I borrowed these?
Way I see it, all this stuff is yours anyway.
It was a bat, I tell ya! A bat!
You did all right in there, kid.
Oh, wow!
he works alone, but there's always someone there by his side.
Meow.
I will take everything from you.
Get ready, Gotham, to have a cold heart like mine.
No.
Yes.
You're welcome.
We're just trying to bring in every little movie reference into this one, but man,
dude,
we didn't need to have Arnold, Mr. Freeze. Come on.
Yes, he's the best. That's gonna be so.
I should have known that was coming when I saw the Val Kilmer Batmobile.
Yeah.
I go, oh, come on, not even
You
a
got
good
that.
Batmobile.
You've got OG Alfred, but then you have Nolan's.
Yeah, this is all there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Commissioner Gordon from Matt
The
Reeves.
only thing we got no Batman 66 in there.
Not yet. It'll be in there. It'll definitely be a skin, if anything. Mo, what up, dude? That's gonna be fun, man. I'm excited for that. Did he just get Lego batshit on? That's my dad. What up, Dad? Thanks for checking in. Cool. Red Hood. I love how they put all the movies together. Yeah, I mean, it's Lego. They can just be like, fuck it, put all that shit in a fucking pot, and boom, we've got all the different stuff going on.
Well, I don't know if you know this, James, but back when your dad and I played with Legos, instead of these little structured little kits where it was like, oh, this is the Lego, this, no, it all just went into a fucking bag or into a giant box, and it was all mixed together, and we built fucking combination shit. There was no oh no, you can't put that with that. These don't go together. It's a little kit. You can't mix it. Don't open the box. No.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I still played with Legos that way too. But yeah, no, that was that's cool. I'm excited for that one. It's just gonna be freaking fun. Fun fact: Arnold in an interview said he wouldn't play Mr. Freeze unless he can smoke a cigar. That's some Arnold shit right there, man. Love it. Yeah, that one.
This is a kid's movie. Let me teach them the joys of smoking.
That one I'm excited for. That's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, that's in a couple weeks from now. So pretty damn cool. So
that's a video game, right? Not a movie.
Yeah. But shit, that trailer, man, you got the Kiss from a Rose playing. That was some well done trailer right there. So now let's go ahead.
It's definitely better than any Fast and the Furious trailer we ever saw.
How fucking dare you? Not gonna lie, Lego movies kind of hit hard. I'm not interested, but I'm waiting for the reviews. Yeah, the Lego movies are good. I enjoy the games. I mean, I definitely haven't played them all. I think it's awesome that they've spanned like freaking. They're collecting IPs like crazy. They got Jurassic. You got Avengers, you got all these different ones, so I think that's really cool. But I enjoy the Star Wars ones a lot.
Yeah, like Funko, they've got every IP. The difference is that Lego's worth money.
Yeah. Well, so now let's get into the fun of pickups. Boom. Oh, I didn't put you big screen. Let's fix that.
Oh. Am I going to go first? Nope.
Well, here's the cool thing. You get to go first and last because spoiler alert.
Oh, you got nothing.
No pickups.
Well, I'll try to make this go long then. This week's pickups, I picked up, the Rocketeer repop, some classics. This was nice in that it was, like $1.99.
Oh.
So classics with classic pricing. The Ultimate's 23. The story comes to an end. Batman, issue 9.
Like that.
I don't know if this is supposed to be an ongoing series or what, but whatever. I'll just
astonished.
pick up the #1 Astonishing Miles Morales Spider-Man: The Art of the Thwip. I've got to imagine that this is a limited series or something, but then again, who knows?
The astonishing part, but then that thwip part, what the hell is that even?
Yeah, the art of the thwip. Jesus,
what does that mean? Oh, dig that.
Apparently, it's Sunday because he's wearing his holy clothes. There you go, Spider-Man 28.
Our second Alien reference of the show. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that would be cool.
One of the fun series. It's just been, I don't know why. Something about this series has got me to pick it up. And it's just erotic, erotech. It just
was corrupt.
That's right. Ever since her update, Sandy just hasn't been the same. It's almost as she's performed a full factory reset. And of course, featuring AI Joe.
Oh hell yeah! No man, fuck that guy. Making our fucking RAM prices go up. And the Switch go up. Screw you, AI Joe.
I was really disappointed after I picked all these books up along the same time. I picked up all the free comic book day books, and I got one of every single one because my LCS does a thing where if you donate over a certain dollar amount to the charity that they partner up with, they'll give you all the one of everything. And so I did, and then I had pre-ordered this, and I didn't realize that this Energon 2026 preview issue #1 is cover to cover exactly the same as the free comic book day one, except the free comic book always has free comic book day on it. So it's much like, I guess, the Batman. Randomly, my lights just turned off. Batman, the what is it? The McGinnis Batman. Batman Beyond.
Oh,
like that.
Okay.
There's the Batman Beyond, and then there's the one that was the free comic book day. Yeah, say that you got the promotional one along with this at the same time. It's exact same week, exact same thing. I think that I showed this last week. I'm not sure. Yep. All right. Then we'll move
still badass stuff.
All right. And then I had 3 slabs that I opened up this week and showed off. I did a nice special talking about how these Atomic Age characters and how they essentially laid the groundwork for the Marvel Universe. And I'm sorry, it's driving me nuts. I'm going to turn on this office light again. It's going to get super bright, and then I'm going to come on.
Oh,
dim it. There we go.
Sorry for all you not wearing your sunglasses while you watch it.
Yeah, as it gleamed off my head. So, anyways, I did this thing about the 3 characters, Atomic Age characters that really kind of lay the groundwork. I'm not going to get into all the things about them here. I just refer you back to my channel. You can watch the video if you want. But this one here, we have from 1945 Headline Comics. So here you have 1945 book, and it's a 7.5 with off-white to white pages. This is the first appearance of Atomic Man. Interesting enough, Headline Comics is also, this particular issue 16 is the first issue where they stop being a military based comic and really start to focus on, like, their focus will become true crime and horror and stuff, because this is the pre-code horror era. But this particular issue all happens to introduce that first appearance of Atomic Man. And then this next book is from 1946. This is Atom Man. And so this, he had, whereas in the case of Atomic Man, his powers are basically confined to like his hands and stuff, and he's got to wear like lead stuff and in order to shoot them. This guy is very much like, Captain Marvel, or Johnny Storm, just like full power of the atom, completely can lay waste to people around him if he wants, and all kinds of crazy stuff. Plus, we introduce the concept of the powered supervillain.
Ooh.
And then we get Captain Flash #1, who's another atomic powered. All 3 of these feature are scientists who, via lab accidents, get exposed to radiation and become superheroes. In the case of Captain Flash, his powers aren't on all the time. Ottoman is 1946. Is that one is? This one here, Captain Flash, is 1954. But so he has to trigger his powers. He does the atomic snap, and that causes him to transform and get his powers. It's the idea of the superhero who's not always a superhero, but with all of them, they are, these lab scientists, people who they're not super soldiers that go out to want to become heroes, and they're not aliens from another planet or archaeologists who discover mystical amulets and whatnot and stuff. These represent a period in time where we are starting to move away from that idea of all the previous heroes were pretty much had magical powers or were just strong men doing stuff, peak athletes and whatnot. Instead, we get these guys who are bookworms. They're scientists or professors, and they just happen to get genetic mutations and whatnot that give them powers through the power of nuclear power. Yeah. So there you go.
Love that. Those are cool. Those are all three pretty nice, awesome covers and cool story.
I appreciate that. I actually put all three of them were shown this past Monday on the mail haul, and they were all along with the story I went into depth about these characters and why they all kind of tie together and launch what would become the Marvel Universe. And a lot of these things too, we're talking about we got Jerry Robinson art on those. It was some of these things has got Jack Kirby, and they got Mike I don't know. I remember there's some stuff I get into the artists and stuff that do some of the interior arts and stuff that go in there that really kind of go along with what you see as we move into transition from the golden age into the silver age with these books. So check it out.
Make sure y'all check out that video. Well, I guess since I don't have any pickups, if we have nothing else to do, then I guess you can use this time to we'll go ahead and wrap up here, and so you can stay on the big screen here and promote yourself and where we can all find you for this next week.
Oh, well, that channel right there, Rob's Fat Stacks, or where many of you are watching right now. I have other content there. Obviously, there's the video that we just talked about from this Monday, these Atomic Heroes. Yesterday's video was only my slabs. I did 12 Silver Age Captain America slabs. All 12 of them were Captain America, high grade, and show off the current 12-month averages on every single one of them, and pose the question: is Silver Age Captain America the best value in comics today? And then tomorrow I got only slabs, 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll be joined by Sabaton Ken, I should say, on the channel. He's been on in the past. He is bringing on some Frazetta, some Golden Age Frazetta. He's bringing on some ridiculously high-grade ASM books and some other stuff. It is going to be absolutely a fantastic show to watch.
All right. Hell yeah, love that. All right, I'll swing. No, apparently I won't.
Well, then I'll just also mention that, hey, Comics Curing Cancer will be at Heroes Con. If you're going to Heroes Con, we got our booth number. It's booth 1766, the same as last year. Check it out. We're going to have the 2026 art book that just went to press. We have the main covers by a big name artist. I can't divulge who it is yet, but it is a big name creator in the comic book creator, as well as we have one, at least confirmed right now, one incredible exclusive that was made just for us. We have the entire print run. Nobody else has it. And it is for it's not like for some kid's book or something. This is a phenomenal book. Well, that announcement will be coming probably in about 2 weeks. We're going to announce that book and that exclusive, what it is. And you are going to want to get one of those.
Love it. Love it. That'll be fun. Well, as for me, shit, I'd be out and about, I guess, and not really here in the interwebs and YouTube and all that. It feels like the Low Grades is the most consistent place that you could find me, I would say. Fridays at 7. Other than that, though, you can check me at the Comic Raider, where I post on occasion. On my Instagram wise, on my YouTube, I hardly ever post, but I do need to get back into that. I am going to be watching Mortal Kombat. I probably should drop a movie review, because that was something that I really did enjoy doing. And then, of course, we got Black Sheep Comic Club doing some shit on there too. And but yeah, I appreciate all of you for stopping in on this Friday evening and joining us both here. And staying with us through all the shenanigans. I hope that you guys enjoyed the Daredevil and Mall talk. That was fun for me. And this weekend, I know Rob pitched it last Friday, but this weekend is Mother's Day, so make sure you tell the mothers in your life and that you love them and you appreciate them, and get them some flowers, take them to dinner, to do something.
If you didn't go buy a card like I told you last week,
that's true.
It's still not too late for you to order flowers, but you better hurry if you're not able to go see her yourself. And what the hell? Schedule a video call if you're far away. Let your mom see you. Put it on your camera. Say hi to mom and let her see you. And go, oh, my adorable child. Oh, my God.
You can't get any better than that. That's so. But yeah, in the meantime, we will catch you guys next Friday. Probably, hopefully, maybe all three of us. We'll find out. To be determined. I think we did pretty damn good. We were only I was only like a minute late, maybe 2 minutes late today. So kudos to us. That was within the appropriate late
low grade. That's within the low grade window.
Yeah, exactly. That was pretty damn good. So yeah, thank you all again. Appreciate the chat for chatting it up, and everyone for stopping in. Until next Friday, let's see if I can end this correctly. But Low Grades for life. I'm not ending.